Good evening, everyone. Happy Wednesday. I hope you guys had a great day today, and I hope you had a great trading session. This is the daily trading update video for the January 31st session. If you missed that video, I will link that up in the iCards. There is, a discrepancy between what you see as the net loss on the trade performance and the rhythmic trade performance, because I told you guys at some time in the live stream that I was going to purposely fail my 50K account that renews on Monday. There was only like $90 left in drawdown, and I was going to purposely fail it by Friday anyway. So I just wanted to go ahead and fail it. However, I forgot to record this video first because I didn't go ahead and fail it until I opened up my charts to record this video a couple of minutes ago. So the actual gross loss during the session was $11.95. You add in the $47 of commissions, you get a net loss of $1,242. I took 5 trades today. I did not win any. I have not won any trades so far this week. I lost 4 trades, broke even on 1. And to be honest with you, like I said in the live stream, I am going to possibly look into not trading until Thursday and Friday of FOMC week, just because I have to see, like, historically, what is my strategy as it is right now with a couple of adjustments that I made today. What is it going to look like in the future? If it's going to be trash Monday through Wednesday, there is no point in me getting on the charts. It's a waste of time, a waste of energy. Just don't do it. So I'm going to check into that. Now, there were some trades that I did not take. I literally watched them set up and I sat out of them. And don't really ask me why, because I don't know. And it's the most frustrating thing is it's always the trades that you sit out of that win. Yeah. Now, I did learn some things today, and I'm going to show you guys that on the charts. I was a little distracted. Most of the first 4 trades that I took this morning, I was on the phone. I don't normally answer the phone at all. Usually my phone is on do not disturb in the beginning of the session, but someone called with a medical question and I felt the need to answer that. Yeah, so definitely was full of distractions, but it is what it is. At this point, I'm kind of really over this week, and I'm just looking forward to restarting with one of my old accounts coming back on Monday. I don't really care about the rest of the week, if I'm being quite honest. Part of me doesn't even want to trade tomorrow or Friday, but I will, just because I need the repetition and to see if there's any other things I really need to pay attention to. So we're inside the charts now. So one of the things that I basically just solidified as far as a rule of my strategy, and this is something that I've mentioned either earlier this week or last week, I can't really remember, but I talked about how, like, if a support or resistance level, which this right here is the current open, okay? And the current open is always a support level for me, but we always know support can become resistance. So I was taking a divergence trade. It was just a deeper pullback, a divergence trade going back towards this level. And what I have been noticing, and why I solidified this as a rule, is that if the current open, prior open, close, high, low, any of my support or resistance levels, if it passes through the body of the previous reversal candle. So of course, like, my entry candle is a reversal, but the previous reversal candle, if that passes through the body of that candle, I cannot take the trades going back towards that level. If it wicks, it's fine, but if it's the body, I cannot. And I guess the only thought process I can think of is when price wicks off of a level, it's like sometimes like a premature move off of the level, I guess you could say. Like, okay, it hit this level. A lot of people trade support and resistance levels. So, hey, there's a quick movement off of it. But when the body of the candle, when it passes through the body of the candle, it's like it took more for price to react at that level. That's why I didn't hit it and react immediately. So because it took so much for price to react at that level, I cannot trade going back towards it. That's like my thought process. And that's kind of how I have to think about things. And that's how I remember my rules and stuff. Like, why does this make sense that this does not work often? And that's the only thing that I can really think of. So that's a loss that I was really questioning because of the patterns that I've been seeing. And yeah, we could just go ahead and make that a rule. No big deal. It is what it is. All right. So the second trade, this is kind of the same thing. So there are certain levels that I can trade, like if it passes through the body of the candle, like the VWAP. And there's like one other support or resistance level that, happens multiple times on my chart that I can trade going back towards. This one is not. Okay, so there was another level right here, passed through the body of the candle. I tried to buy going back towards it. It lost. Cool. This trade right here, this third loss, this is a trade that I don't normally take, period. Like, that's why I just have invalid there, and that's why you have I have the arrow coming from this box to here, just to remind myself this is going back towards the whole body, going through the body thing. This is just invalid. And as soon as I lost, I started looking at it, and I'm like, but the reason why it happened is because since I was on the phone, I did not draw the line there, which I normally will, so that I can remind myself not to get into it. So because the line wasn't there, I wasn't thinking about it. And when I got off the phone, I was like, bro. So trade number 4, this was a break even. This was a valid trade. It just broke even. Cool with that. Now, let's see. Did I draw? Uh-oh, I just moved that for no reason. Oh, sorry. I didn't show you guys this. So one of the other things, and this is what I used to do, I used to be able to sell at the current open or the prior open and buy at the prior close. But I stopped probably last week or the week before, probably the week before, because I was losing doing that. Well, now that I've had a chance to kind of remove some things out of my strategy, or, make things rules so that I do not trade certain things, I've realized that I can go back to selling at the current open or prior open, and, vice versa, buying at the close. Because again, it makes sense, because no matter what, support can always become resistance, and resistance can become support. So I actually saw this one setting up, and that was the only reason I didn't take it. Even though I would have set my break even or moved my stop loss to break even manually when it hit the middle VWAP level, it never came back up to my break even, and I would have gotten a full win out of that. All right, so now let's move forward. There were no trades all the way for like a whole hour. So this was the next trade that I literally watched. And if you go back and watch the live stream, I talked about it. So I had a 1-bar pullback, and this was a buy right after the 1-bar pullback. Now, normally I cannot take any trades after the 1-bar pullback if it's divergence, but if it's not after divergence, I can take it. And I even said like, oh, I'm not taking this because of the 1-bar pullback. I'm just going to watch it. I drew the levels out, and then it went and took profit. So I need to stop doubting myself when it comes to certain things, or just questioning things. Like, just take the trades. You're still in the process with the evals. It's not like you're losing real money, or, you've paid PA conversion fees and things like that. Like, just take the damn trade. That's what I need to tell myself. So this was the last trade that I actually did take on the stream, or just period. And this was a loss. This particular setup does not happen very often. While I was on the stream, I went and I looked back at 2 of my backtesting documents, and this particular setup just doesn't happen that much. And when it does, with the pattern that showed today, which I did not pay attention to this until it happened today, and I look back at the backtest data, it loses a lot. So because it doesn't set up often, and when it does, it's this particular pattern, just remove it as a setup. It was a pullback to my middle level, and it also included the minor level when it closed down. So just stay out of it. So I will. And then there was only one more trade that set up that I did not take, that I watched. And that was this buy right here. And there's really no rhyme or reason why I did not take this one. I literally just watched it happen. And yeah, that was that. So let's go ahead and get into the accounts, and I'll show you all those. So That is the wrong screenshot. Hold please. Okay, that's the right screenshot. All right. So as you can see, I blew the first account. That one's gone. That account actually renews next Friday, so I will be back trading that one like the third week of February. So that one's not coming back for a while. The second account is the 25K account that I started on Monday. So it's pretty annoying that I've already lost so much drawdown. So I have about $583 left in drawdown on that one. Hopefully, if we have good volatility the rest of the week and I have like more valid setups, I can like bring that account back. But whatever. And then the last account, that is the one that I actually did purposely blow right after, well, right before I started recording this video. So there's not $91 left in that particular account. That one is blown as well, but that one renews on Monday. So I will be back trading that one the week of the 12th. So that's where I'm at. I'm going into tomorrow and Friday with just one account. Like I said, hopefully it can at least survive till Friday. Otherwise, if I fail it tomorrow, I probably just won't trade on Friday. I'll probably just back test Friday, like when the market closes or something, just to see like what my setups and my results would have been, and I'll just leave it at that. So we'll see. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. But otherwise, I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning for the stream starting at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Have a good evening.